Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Ash and Piggy here from Watching Walford to bring you yet another edition of the very same podcast that we've done for the last 37 weeks. Jesus. Today's episode is going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 37 of 2023, or the episode from the 11th of September all the way to the 14th. And what are the storylines? Well, this week that we do have 4. We do like to do 3 for the classic podcast, which you should still watch. It comes out every Tuesday on the channel. But we have 4.
Just watch it. Sorry to interrupt you. Just watch it to see us make fun of Leslie Grantham every time.
Or just go there and say, bloody hell, Piggy doesn't half waffle. It's fucking... So, the storylines... in order are probably going to be the Slaters adjust to the newborn. Obviously, Lily just gave birth. The baby's back home now. So it's quite a difficult thing to manage a newborn. Never done it, of course. But fuck me, that sounds stressful. Kat finds out about Alfie's cancer and proceeds to absolutely fucking... I just get very angry at Phil for not telling her. Despite the fact that Phil would have told her, but Alfie's like, don't tell her, Phil.
Don't.
And we also learn if Alfie does actually have cancer, whether it's said or not, we do actually learn. Because while he walks out of the fucking room, tears in his eyes, and is about to say, I've got cancer, he just goes, oh, I've got the all clear. And it's like, what mugs are you? You know, you believe in what you want to believe. The third one is Phil cheats on Kat with the recently returning Emma, Lola's mum. Patsy kens it. I do love her now. They figured out how to write the character. And it turns out that she's not really a nice person and will wheel and deal and con away into anything she can. Not Phil's bed, though. That was pure seduction.
Me and Ash had not an argument. We had a discussion where Ash was like, yeah, she's fucking evil. And I'm like, Ash, she's not. But she's fucking blackmailing Phil. And I'm like, yeah, but wouldn't you do it if you want to see your granddaughter and no one else will allow you?
It's just more so it's a villainous way to get something done. Still love her, though. They've fully figured out where to take the character. So she's been back and it's been very good. And finally, Denise finds out the truth about Ravi killing Ranveer. Just for the brief little context, obviously Chelsea and Ravi are set to move in together, but during like a dinner party, Denise like sees this laptop and goes, oh, because he like snatched away like, don't you fucking use that laptop. And then he's just like, it's just my laptop, use my phone, nugget. And then just fucking, she swipes it, takes a look, and finds the video that reveals that Ravi killed Ranveer, not Kirat, who went to prison and pled guilty, and not Suki, who has been dealing with that guilt ever since. So yeah, there we are. Those are the 4 storylines we're going to be tackling today. It's been quite a chill week for me personally, but Piggy, how have you been?
Just before we recorded this, I checked because I was going to book the tickets last week. For people who want to know, we are doing Christmas videos, and we want some of the videos to be obviously like this format, but we want some of them where I'm literally sat beside Ash and Ash like, you fucking smell, and I'm like, Ash, leave me alone.
Cheers, mate. Always say such nice things to me.
So yeah, I've booked the tickets. They were €34. I fly out at 8:30 in the morning to Manchester. I arrive in Manchester at 9:30. If there's not a flight delay, of course, because Ryanair sometimes, have flight delays. Most of the time, all the time. And then I'm flying back at 9:30 at night, and I'll be home at 10:30. Then I have to be like, Piggy, you ready to record? Ash, it's 1 in the morning. Let's go. Ash, it's Strictly's on. Let's go. And I'm like, Ash. I'm just back. I also got my tooth removed. If people can see that. I look like a hillbilly now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. It was like €500 for the root canal or get it removed. I'm like, and they were like, the root canal could 50-50. It might work and it might not. And I'm
You know
like,
what? I'm
so,
good.
so I'm like, you want me to spend €500 on a root canal that might work,
Yeah.
and if it doesn't, you've just wasted €500. I understand, like people would go, well, it's your teeth, and I'm like, yes, but if it's
500 quid's 500 quid, like.
yes, and again for context, this is even with the medical card because for context, the medical card is basically in the UK they have free healthcare, and Ireland went, well, we're too poor to give free healthcare, so what we'll do is we'll give you a medical card, and basically the medical card means like you can, if you have a medical card, you can go to the hospital for free. Some
Yeah.
dentists will take you in for free. About two only do that. Like it's only really in Dublin that they take you in for free. And basically all your surgeries are paid for because it's on the medical card. The one problem, and I feel like this is such a dickish move, if you're receiving more than I think €300, you cannot apply for a medical card, or you're working a job that requires you to work 40 hours. And I'm
Sound.
like, surely the guy who, I'm on disability, right? I know I need technically sometimes to go to the hospital, but surely the guy who's stacking the shelves would need to go more in case he pulls his arm or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be the thing that if you are on like a full-time contract, you usually do get some health benefits. But, it's
Yeah,
gonna, if you're not on like a full-time contract and you're on part-time, you're getting absolutely fucking ruined by it.
yeah. So yeah, like Dunleary's the place I went to. We went to Weatherspoons yesterday, got a lovely fish and chips, and a Koppenberg.
Nice.
You can see. I didn't bring this all the way from Dunleary to Newbridge. Um, that's going to mean nothing to about the 5 people that are from Ireland.
I don't know that either.
But yeah, it went good. And going up next week to get fillings because there's holes in my teeth. But I already knew there was holes in my teeth. They've been there for years. And the dentist's like, right, we want to get it done. And I'm like, heck, I just want to stop going to the dentist. I haven't
Well,
gone to the dentist since I was 12.
well, now time to keep them fucking tufts clean.
And also I'm going to try a mocktail next week, so that's going to be fun. Never had a mocktail or a cocktail, so
I've tried
yeah.
one before, but it was very sweet, and I was not a fan.
There is, I forget what the Guinness is called because like for some reason Weatherspoons don't carry Guinness, which is understandable. But since it's in Ireland, they should technically. I understand it's a British pub, but just like how they carry Bulmers here, but if you go to the UK, it's Magners.
I mean,
But yeah,
pub sell Bulmers over here.
yeah, but it's Magners. If you go into a pub, it's more than likely going to be Magners because Magners is Bulmers.
I bought Bulmers more at a pub than I have a Magnus, so.
Well, fair enough. Um, but yeah, my week's been good. That's it really. Not much else has happened. I've got a lamp for my desk, but I don't have a light bulb. So hopefully next week we'll see the light bulb shining on my shiny, sweaty face. And this T-shirt again does not fit me. I got this last year when I was a bit more skinnier,
Yeah,
and now it just looks like I'm a busty trans woman. So yeah.
exactly.
So yeah, you want the tits reveal? Subscribe when we get to 500. Ash will reveal his as well.
I'm good. I'm good. I've got a bit more tits than I want to have right now, so. It's like I had the choice. Like I was mainly stayed like a normal weight for the most part. But then I started this new medication, and I was like, this shouldn't be an issue. And then the next time I went to the doctors, they're like, has your weight fluctuated? And I'm like, oh my fucking god. Because I'm pretty lazy. I'm not very active. I don't do much exercise. I don't really do much active shit. I'll be honest. That's fine. That's on me. But my diet's not fucking changed a bit. And I suddenly started ballooning up, and I'm like, well, this is nonsense here.
So what you
But
have for breakfast?
ultimately,
Ash?
if I have the choice between not having if I having 90% more anxiety than I do now, and getting good sleep, or being a bit fat, you know what? I'll take being a bit fat. I'll manage. who the fuck cares really? It's a video podcast. All you see is down here. Don't have to see the little pot belly foreman.
Until we're in person, then you see the pot belly lads.
Well, time to frame it upwards a little bit. Yeah, my week's been pretty chill. Decided this week was going to be the week that I chilled the fuck out, because obviously, naturally, I'm a massive loner, and I like my own company. But it's a pretty fucking social world, so ultimately, I don't really give myself all the time to actually just chill out by myself and just not talk to anyone. But I decided that this week was the week, and it's been absolutely fucking lovely. I've been playing some Football Manager. I'm not even that big of a football fan, but I just love me some Football Manager. Just this save, I decided I'm going to spend about a year in each job and then fuck off. And there's been several times that I went like, somebody will pick me up, somebody will give me a job after this. And then they're like, nobody wants you. And I'm like, well, the team I just left, how about that fucking job that you guys offered me that I walked away from? And I'm somehow managing the fucking Prem. Kind of wild. Absolutely wild. Like, started out in the fucking, like, Vanarama National League. Now I'm in the fucking Premier Division. In the Premier League. Having great fun. Football Manager's weird. It's an accustomed taste, but it's given me a lot of fun. Otherwise, it's just been a pretty chill week.
I do have a question.
Yeah?
Do you know, like, when you go from the Premier League, do you go to the Saudi League then and get more money? I think like Steven Gerrard, like, Mackie Fucky, see you soon.
Exactly.
He said something like that when he was addressing the Saudis. It was something like Mackie Fucky.
No, the Prem is the top division, and I will just take being in the Prem for now.
You go to the Saudi League, then you speak out about your opinion, and they go, "See, we did want you, Ash, but you said that women should have rights." And well,
you did say you're not entirely straight, so.
you see, Mohammed over here, yeah. Well, he's got a gun, so turn your head to that wall and look like you're happy.
Sign this contract for us. Yeah.
This contract says I can't speak out about personal beliefs. Why is yeah, I love this country.
Good old Saudi.
Yes, tell us you like us. Who's your Saudi?
It's been a pretty chill week. Like I said, I don't really give myself the opportunity to do this very often, so it's been bloody lovely. And I'm taking more of these weeks as well. So that's
Because we're coming up near Christmas, man. We have to put boot into motion.
I hope everybody's been enjoying the recent influx of content. We've definitely kicked it up an extra gear. We've been doing a lot more stuff with the cameras and like a lot more. I'd say we're just doing a lot more entertaining stuff at the minute. So all of the people who are from those videos, thank you all for being here. Somehow the YouTube has decided that we're getting about 10,000 views, like in the last 28 days, and like around 250 watch hours. That's about like double the views and about 4 times the watch time. So welcome one, welcome all. We are aiming to do more. We're gonna be experimenting with how we're gonna do the Strictly stuff. On the weekend, as obviously last week I put out a poll saying, all right, Strictly's happening, do we want it, yes or no? And I think it was like there was like 82% to 18%, and that was 82% to the yes. So thank you to all of the 11 of you who have voted. We will be giving our thoughts on Strictly, as I don't think we're not going to be doing any like live react, because those are kind of meh. So we'll probably just do like a video after the show. Like, maybe I'll have, like, took some notes of some of the stuff I liked or whatever. But, just trying some different shit. Because ultimately, if you don't try different things, you don't know what you like. And maybe the Strictly's going to be good fun. I've watched a couple of series of Strictly. Never till the end, and Piggy is a Strictly virgin.
Strictly a virgin.
Exactly. Strictly a virgin. Lifelong Strictly a virgin.
And then so like after we do Strictly on Christmas Day, when Asher's like he's had his turkey, he's had his few beers, you know, he
Yeah,
said hello
had
to his
myself a
mom.
couple of rum and cokes. Just oh fucking hell, just sat back in
We're,
the chair. Ash, we have to watch Strictly and EastEnders. Yeah,
I want Mrs.
yeah.
Brown's Boys.
Oh, no.
Piggy, I think I'm coming down with COVID. Sorry, I have to go.
Suddenly really ill, mate. Bloody hell. Who's done
My
that?
mom's just fell down the stairs again. You won't believe it. Ash, did you push her? No.
I just don't want to watch Strictly. Oh, that's dark. Okay, now.
Well, mom, you obviously said you wanted to enjoy the hospital life, so I'm gonna give it to you.
She's experienced more than enough hospital life for her life, so you know what? I'm good. Won't be pushing her down the stairs this Christmas.
See. The thing is, me and Ash are going grave robbing, and we're gonna for Halloween. I know I'm coming after Halloween, but we're gonna get his dad, and we're gonna hang him up as a Halloween decoration for next year. And I'm gonna
Sound
get my nanny. So we can't get my granddad, sadly.
true.
That would scare the kids.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't really know how to
Hello,
go
fuck.
from that. Yeah, I guess I hope everybody's enjoying all the stuff that we've been doing. I think we've been enjoying it a lot more. I'd argue. Feels like there's a lot more freedom. You know, it's not like all right, talk about Alfie's cancer. Okay, Alfie's got cancer. What do you think?
Is Strictly live on Christmas Day, or is it pre-tagged?
I don't know. I doubt it. I would imagine. I don't think there's one live on like Christmas Day. When did Series 20 end?
2020.
When did it end? 23rd of September to the 17th of December. So it'll start and finish around the similar time. That one's about a week later than this series, so maybe it'll end early. Whoa! There we are.
It's like Love Island. We started it. We're not finishing it.
no, gotta give it a try. We'll wrap our heads around it. Maybe at some point during the episodes we'll be like, that was fucking shit, like, I could fucking do that better. And it's like, alright, try it then, pussy. And like, Piggy busts out a fucking 2 steps. Yeah, there we are. Do we have anything else to get through before we start talking about the EastEnders? We do love the long introductions on the podcast. But we do them here so we don't do it anywhere else, because ultimately you don't need to hear how our week has been every single fucking episode of the channel.
But yeah, Ash, will you stop waffling? You fucking waffle all the time. Just gonna throw that out there. I'm only messing. But yeah, shout out to the Black. No, never mind. I was going to say shout out to the Black and Tans, then I realised if I'm moving to England, I should not say that.
I mean, don't know what you want me to add to that. Like,
say you support them.
I'm good.
Who do you support politically wise? Let's open our grievances on the podcast.
I'm good. No, my beliefs aren't really represented by anyone as of now.
Yeah, because his favorite president is going to jail. His favorite president is, of course, Trump. So he's a huge MAGA fan. Is it MAGA? Mega? MAGA?
MAGA.
Mine was obviously JFK, but he's dead. So at least he's still alive on Clone High.
You are just waffling, mate. Entirely waffling. What's blood waffling about? Who the fuck knows? Not me. But let's go ahead and go into the first storyline, that being the Slaters adjusting Oh, buddy, I'm trying to type and speak at the same time. The Slaters adjusting to a baby. There we are. So, yeah, it's been a bit of a weird week for the Slaters, coming off the back of was it last week where Thea was stalking and that all came to a head? Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So off the back of Theo announcing that he was stalking her the whole time and has been causing all this shit, like now suddenly they have a newborn to tackle with. They have Lily who wasn't confident at all, didn't really feel like she knew how to be a mum, how to handle a child, and then suddenly now it's thrown into the thick of it in the fucking ram-packed Slater house. But honestly, it was. I've been liking it a lot, actually. I've been liking it more than I thought. Everybody saw how Lily was looking at the baby, and everybody kind of went, like postnatal depression. But like after seeing like the first couple days of her with the baby, like it feels like she is actually going to become a fairly decent mum, even if some of what she does might be a bit fucking stupid. But that's probably just going to be Ricky, because he is an absolute fucking wet wipe.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I just... I don't... Like, Lily's safe. Ricky's getting recast at some point, right? He's got to. He's fucking shit.
No, they got to keep him. They've got to keep him.
I think he's definitely getting recast at some point. I don't think he doesn't grow up to actually be a normal bloke. I say normal bloke. He's going to be 13 for the next 10 years.
Oh, what? So you want him to grow up fighting a war and fucking like defend this country because that's what a real man is?
Not at all.
Or become a politician and say they're going to help you fix the roads and they don't.
Likewise, mate. I still don't know where the fuck to come in on that. What are you fucking going on about?
Just saying.
The most niche fucking... Oh, I slipped upon a rock earlier. Okay. What do you want from me? I planted the rock there? I didn't. Yeah, carry on. What do you reckon about it?
I just want him to stay. I like this Ricky Branning. Very, very, very interesting character. He's I don't know what to say about him. I do like him, but there's not much I can say about him because you either like him or you hate him. Is the thing.
I mean, he's not terrible. He's decent enough. You can definitely manage to be. But I feel like a lot of his stories were I don't think he's gonna mature into being a dad very well. I think he'll try his best, but I think his best is gonna be like, yeah, let's bloody put the baby out for likes, and it's like, Ricky, you fucking cretin. Why are you doing that for? Just fucking be normal. But yeah, obviously the socials came to visit to check if Lily was doing fine and the baby's doing fine, and Stacey kind of barreled in like, oh, yeah, everything's fucking fine, it's fucking amazing, whoa, baby. And then it kind of worked, but she did realize maybe I'm being a bit too overbearing. Because, you only become a nan for the first time once. You want to protect this baby like it's sacred. And it's not entirely your responsibility, so you get to enjoy it a little bit more. So you can just be like, is someone fucking get up to fucking change that baby's fucking nappy? And then be like, why don't you do it? I'm a nan. I can't do that, can I? Just start like making all the excuses. But it all goes well until the end of the week, where Stacey is putting the fucking nappies outside in the fucking bins as a man from the shadows says something that I don't remember.
Hello, Stacey. I'm Theo Hawthorne. We got off on the wrong foot. Do you want to talk this over? And then Stacey, bang, shut the door. She didn't jump up the wall and clothesline him. No,
she did run away like my mum runs away from a spider. Just whoa, it's like fucking Flintstone in the way.
Do you remember like the '60s Scooby Doo where like they'd run on the spot and then just a giant cloud appears?
Yeah.
I wish that's how they did Stacey's run in. She ran like a Scooby, like Shaggy.
It like the fucking the sounds as well.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon Theo opened that bin and with the nappies and all sniff?
Stacey. Fucking put that shit away. Put the fucking shit away. Oh, hello, camera. Focus. There we are.
He fucking opens the bin. He's like, whose bin is this? Oh, this is my bin.
This is... No, oh, those nappies were me. Oh, fucking... Oh. Second time this week. But yeah, Theo has moved in. And pretty much next door. So I think 2 doors down.
No, he's next door. He's literally across the wall.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so the stalking continues.
It's not...
I really don't know how it progresses, honestly. Like, where's it go from there? He's just living on the same street, and there's no evidence that he actually stalked them.
Does he put a can? Does he put a cup?
Puts a fucking glass against the wall.
Hello?
Who's done that? Who's done that? Who farted? Harvey, why have you farted again? Oh, bloody hell. Oh, he's pooing everywhere. Oh, and he's just like, oh, oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
Starts hearing like Gene and Harvey dirty talk or something. Oh, I can't stop.
He goes upstairs and he's like, oh, yes, I get to hear Stacey. You look sexy tonight, baby. What are you wearing? Oh, Martin and Stacey are getting on. Oh, yeah, I'll whip out my bread and I'll show you my brother. Oh, you lovely man. Oh, this is getting sexy. Tying on shit. Oh, Harvey, you're beautiful. Harvey, show me that car you have packing. Oh, Jesus. No, Jesus, no. Oh. Oh.
I mean, I personally wouldn't move next door to a baby, because that shit's going to be crying all the fucking time. Children are adorable. I also will say, the baby has gotten significantly uglier since the first day. Like, the scene where Ricky was there, the scene where Ricky was holding him, that baby looked about 42. Like, that baby looked like Wayne Rooney, just... Like,
you know what that baby reminded me of? It's like what has been shown to the Mexican Congress. It looks like the aliens that have been shown. It does. It looks like the fucking aliens.
Do you believe in those aliens? Are those actual aliens?
I do like to believe that aliens exist. Like,
this is a complete tangent. Fuck it, why not? I'm checked out of EastEnders. It was a great week of episodes, fantastic week. But I like how there was like a tonal shift between the alien conversation, like about 6 months ago, where they went, "There's been evidence that aliens are real," and now everybody's just like, "Yeah, probably, yeah, they probably exist, don't they?"
Oh, now I don't like Joe Rogan as much as everyone does, but there is a fucking amazing clip, because people who know me, you can tell by my tattoo, and you can tell right there that Tom DeLonge, for people who don't know, he's a massive alien conspiracy
guy, right?
Yeah, the guy from Blink-182, the guy who went, "Oh, the small things," or "Where are you?" But basically, there's a clip where he's on the Joe Rogan podcast. And Joe Rogan is, of course, I think he's stoned.
Oh, of course he is. He's always stoned.
Yeah, the aliens are out there, man. Look, they're all among us. Like, they're over there. They're over there. Like, man, I've seen documents. And Joe Rogan is just, he's just, like, he's just sat there looking at me. He doesn't know what to say. And I'm like, Joe Rogan is the sane one in this conversation. Even though I do, like, Tom has definitely seen aliens. Like, there's no doubt about it. But it's just seeing Joe stoned, like, Man, what the fuck are you on about? What the fuck?
Just you wait for the Watching Walford podcast sound.
Oh.
3 hours on Theo's eyebrows.
Like if you want my honest take, aliens do exist. Like but there's not going to be a war between aliens and humans because obviously we won't win that war.
It'd be quite fun though.
It would be fun, but we'd immediately lose. Like we pull out a gun.
I don't fucking care. I'm fine by me.
Like we pull out a gun, they pull out a razor gun. Like
mate, I'd be a fucking alien apologist. Oh, you want to murder us all? Sound. Oh, Mash. Oh, nice to meet you.
No, I'm Peggy. Would you like to have sex with me? I'll have sex with you if you don't mind. Fucking alien, sure.
I think my opening line's a bit more interesting than yours.
I'd be like, hey, baby. Look, I've never tried this before, but I'm down if you're down.
That's... Yeah, no, I don't really have a big belief in whether they exist or not, but I think at this point I'm kind of... If aliens did suddenly come to Earth and start fucking shit up, it would make life a whole lot more interesting, so fuck it, you know. Oh, you might die. Oh no. Sign me up, aliens. What the fuck? I'm fucking care. What am I gonna do? Fucking record 3 EastEnders videos? Like, fucking aliens outside.
Like, there I don't know why it always happens to me, but there's
Walford goes on an unhinged rant about aliens.
But there's like a porn star that I really want a video of that you know I have a long time with, and whenever I find the video, I click on it and I'm like, yes, I found the video, and then a massive alien appears, and I'm like, fuck, and it's like an alien on a hospital bed. But bollocks, I thought I found it again, and I'm like, damn it, oh, damn it.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I do find it very funny how it very quickly went from aliens don't fucking exist. The FBI, one guy says aliens exist. Aliens are real, guys. But do they look like the fucking like wee like them aliens?
I like to imagine they look like Margaret Thatcher.
It's Queen. I thought you were dead. Oh fuck, you are dead. Jesus. I don't know why the Queen's become E.T.
Could you imagine,
JFK! I thought you... They said lizard people. I said aliens. I was right. Marilyn Monroe. Bloody skirt lifts up and they're just a massive alien schlong. Just Oh yeah, could you imagine like they did transform into your celebrity? So like they come down on this spaceship and then like Kurt Cobain appears, fucking just Steve Harvey Oswald appears. I thought you were just gonna say Steve Harvey, and it's like, he's not dead, mate. Steve Harvey just pull in the face. He just walks around like that's all he has to do on Family Fortune.
But I would like if I could get stoned with an alien or Tom DeLonge, I would be happy. Could you imagine getting stoned with an alien
or Tom DeLonge
or RVD? The 3 of them would be fun to get stoned with. Like, could you imagine being stoned with Tom DeLonge and he's like, "I've seen aliens, man. They're fucking out there. Wait till you've seen these aliens, man." You just sat there so confused.
I'm good.
But yeah, aliens exist, guys. Watching Walford confirms if we have video evidence and photo evidence.
Just waiting for like the X-Files theme just to play. And I'm just like, I'll just start recording some noises, just whoa, 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 and just fucking just morph that. Hello, this is the alien speaking. My name's Steve. That's all I got.
Could you imagine the aliens did use real names? So like they're not like lock la loo la la, and they're like, "Hello, my name's John." John.
I want the more basic the names, the better, because it's a lot funnier that way.
Steve.
There's an alien called fucking Dave. Just takes that like human form, like just looks like an alien, but just like goes around like human like fucking things, just like, oh, that's just Dave. He's just cracked open 3 cans. You know, he's got a little hat on his fat fucking head. It's like when you give an Animal Crossing villager a hat, so it's just like a fucking tiny little hat just chilling, and they're like fucking huge cranium. Why are we still talking about aliens?
Like, could you imagine like the fucking alien called Dave? Like, you have to admit. But who would you like to get stoned with before we go back to EastEnders? Anyone in the world, dead or alive.
Oh,
Even
that's a
aliens.
hard question, mate. It's a hard question. I don't know. I'd like to get stoned with myself, to be honest. How about that? It's been a couple of years. Crack out the bong. Fucking. The last time I got high. No, the last 2 times I got high. One time I just got home and I was thinking it's like the World Cup. And I was just like, fuck it. Let's fucking light this bong. And I don't know. A mate told me a story of how there was one time how once he was really high, he was lighting a bong, but like started to like burn his fucking finger a little bit. But he didn't really feel it. So the day after, he went to like the fucking hospital. And obviously, if you're a little fucking goody two shoes, you're like me. It's just like, you know, you tell the hospital you tell the doctor what actually happened, and then this guy's just like, he's just like, well, I was like, basically, anytime you mention like drugs, you just imagine like. Weed, and then like the fucking police are like, get in here, there's weed. They said weed. It's like, oh god, my hands are up. So he just tells this doctor like, so I was lighting this bong, and then the doctor stops and just goes, a bomb? What? No, it's weed. You fucking idiot.
But yeah, like, I figured out another one that would be funny to get stoned with. JFK. John F. Kennedy.
I know who JFK is, mate. No, I was just thinking about the other last time I got stoned. Me and mate Ruben, we were supposed to go to the beach. But everybody pulled out but me and Ruben. So Jake just like drove us to this little like secluded like lake, and we were just chilling, and I don't know how much weed he bought, but that was a lot of weed. Rolled a lovely juicy blunt, which was much better than normal, because we normally go for like the fucking bottle bongs, which genuinely fucking get this bottle, fucking put a hole in there. Put the like butt end of the spliff inside, so this just fills up, and you're like, oh god, fucking throat. Oh, you go, mate, you go. But you know, actually rolled up a proper bong. We were just chilling at this lake at like 30 degrees, stoned off our fucking mind. I really learned how to swim at that point. It was great fun, and I swear to God, we skimmed stones for about 6 hours. Yeah, just like, wee! I just, fucking hell. Oh, mate, you see that? I got fucking 70 fucking things. Like, no, you didn't. Oh, it was great fun.
We definitely, for next year, or for Christmas, we need to record us getting stoned and doing a fucking podcast. Ash, do you remember what happened this week?
Well, no, not even doing the podcast. Just like watching some of the like soap funny moments or whatever. Just going through. Do drugs responsibly.
And do weed. Like, we won't kill you. Faith will, apparently. That's what
I mean,
saying.
all smoking will probably kill you in the end. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's not that like any of it's good for your throat.
Well, it's cool when you get the voice box and like, hello, my name is John. That's cool.
All right. You can believe that. I'm not. There we are. That was the time we talked about aliens being real, but also apparently about the Slayers adjusting to a baby.
And the baby being an alien from Mexico.
About fucking aliens and smoking weed. Hallelujah.
Can
Fucking hell.
How would a stone stalker work? Is my question.
It just like stopped picking up the trail about like 3 hours too late. Oh shit, man, they were here. Ah, man, look at how fucking big those feet prints are, though. Holy shit, I gotta fucking sketch this, man. It's fucking, it just pulls out an easel. I don't know. I suppose also, just to fill it in, there will be a Christmas video that will be drunkenly reacting to Drunk Phil. So
Well, he'll be drunk. I'll be sober.
yeah.
But I would technically be drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, there we are. That's just all of that last 10, 15 minutes about aliens and weed. That's all fine. It's all fine. There we are. Let's move on to the next one, that being Kat finds out about Alfie's cancer. Say words whilst I make this fit.
Cancer. Aliens.
So Alfie obviously struggling with prostate cancer, which we've seen manifesting in different ways here. Phil was his buddy, making sure he got through it, going there with him, helping him. But obviously the Thursday or something, maybe it was the Tuesday, was going to be the day that Alfie finds out if he does actually have prostate cancer. Monday. But Kat fucking finds us out all too late, and she's like, why the fuck didn't you tell me, you little bastard? Because, you know, it's Phil, and fair enough, you're probably... I'd be quite upset if somebody was hiding the fact that, you know, someone who I spent the bulk of my life with could be dying. You know, like maybe that's a bit stressful. Maybe the mother or the father of your kids. Maybe you should have fucking told me. But then Phil, it's not like it's Phil's fault entirely. He just did what he did what. Like, why is Phil gonna tell Kat when fucking Alfie should? You know?
My take on this is like, it's Alfie's choice to tell Kat. Like, obviously you wouldn't want to tell her when you're on your deathbed, like, surprise! I've prostate cancer and I'm dying. Haha.
Yeah.
But obviously you should tell. So, well, I'm not saying like if you have cancer right now you should go up and tell your loved ones. But you should tell them when you officially know you have cancer.
Yeah,
you have
when
cancer.
You're ready.
When you're ready, not like when you're when you're bent over, you're holding a fucking crutch, and like, I've got cancer. Like that'll be pretty obvious. That'll be like me wearing a mask, breaking into Ash's window, and going, "Yeah, I'm robbing you, Ash."
Sound, yes, mate. Oh, fuck yeah. But yeah, it kind of... Obviously, Kat got angry at Phil, and Kat was there for Alfie when he got the news. But he's clear! Which he says like a fucking... It is genuinely that meme with like the person crying with like the smiley face poster just chilling on top. Like, I'm all clear! And he's got fucking tears pissing down his face.
With tears in my eye.
Like, and you know, obviously Kat's just believing what she wants to hear, because if you say, this is fine, he doesn't have cancer, and he says, I don't have cancer, you say, oh, come here, it's all safe now, it's over. And obviously he doesn't even really want to tell Linda, like, and this causes a bit of issue for Kat and Phil. Why? Because now Phil's getting all this shit when Alfie's fucking fine. And
can I just butt in here? And like obviously, like if I went up to you, right, and I did have cancer, and Ash went, so is it positive or negative? And it came back that I was positive. And I'm not going to be like,
you say,
it's
yeah, HIV positive.
But like if I go, yeah, Ash is negative, you're not going to be like, proof? Where's the proof? Show me.
Exactly. You do. You do believe that it is real?
Like obviously, if someone says, "Look, I don't have cancer," you just go with them,
Yeah.
because if you go, no, no, you'd be like, mate, I was with a doctor, you weren't. Like,
Yeah,
you obviously
exactly.
can't object to that. But that's just my opinion on it. Like, if you want to object to someone saying they don't have cancer, you gladly look at a
Yeah, if
photo.
someone says I don't need you to be in here right now, you go, okay, I'll be outside. Oh,
Ash, can you please hold my hand? I'm afraid to go to the meeting. No, Piggy, I can't talk. Oh, okay, fine.
exactly. And this, obviously, I suppose this can blend into the next storyline as, well, Phil, he gets a bit angry. He like storms out of the Queen Vic. He then goes to Peggy's and starts a shift. But who arrives? Only Emma, who's recently come back and is desperately trying to be a part of Lexi's life. Because obviously, Lexi hasn't been fucking telling them anything about how she's struggling. You know, she may be getting slightly bullied. Like, she's probably gonna start period stuff fairly soon. You know, you need someone who has been through all of the woman stuff to instinctively just go, oh yeah, okay, you know. I'm not saying three dads aren't good, because, you know, they are. It's fine. A dad can fucking raise you just as well. But, you know, if you got your nan there who's ready to do that shit, probably a good idea to have. Obviously, she comes back and just gets a lot of shit from everyone, because ultimately she did leave Lola as she was about to die and went, sorry, I'm leaving. Lol, bye-bye. Dead fucker.
Um,
Yeah, carry on.
I was gonna say, obviously, like, you want someone young as Emma. Not saying Emma in the show is young, but someone who's in their 50s. You don't want your 70 or 80-year-old gran going, when I had my first period, we used a tea leaf to cover it up, and you know that's how hard it was back in those days. Obviously, you don't want a gran like that. You want someone who's a bit younger, a bit more knowledgeable. Like, you don't, obviously, again, your 8-year-old grand should be good, but eh, tough.
Yeah, I want someone who's a
Um,
bit more modern.
yeah. So, Grant, what did you use as a period pad? I used a stick. Oh, cheers.
But yeah, obviously she has been met with a lot of angry faces. You have Ben like, oh, I'll sort you out. I'll sort you out, mate. Don't you dare come nearer, or I'll end you. And then Emma's like, because
I fucked your dad.
fucking, I shagged your dad. And obviously, you know, by the end of Tuesday's episode, I believe. Oh, well, it could still be Mondays. Who the fuck knows anymore?
It
Who
was
cares?
Tuesday.
Phil is angry at Peggy's. Emma starts going for double gin and tonics. Shite drink, like, please, stop it, please. Stop acting like gin's good, everyone. The gin phase is over. Drink normal beverages now, please. And you know, she gives this like speech about how, like, you know, Phil, we break things, you know. Some people aren't naturally supposed to care about other people. We just care about how it affects us. And I don't know why, but this gets Phil absolutely horny as a fucking badger. And they just start rabbiting it away in the fucking office.
Well, the thing is, did was she just seducing him, or did she actually like having sex with him? Is the thing.
I mean, we can't exactly go on like fucking, I don't know, like fucking just any review place. Top fucking shag for like 10 out of 10. Made me come twice. Like, I don't know. I think she just didn't want to be lonely. I thought she could probably see a way to manipulate someone a little bit. Well, because obviously Emma's been brought back, and the main issue with Emma last time is you could never really tell what the fuck she was there for. Like, she was there for Lola, but also in some like weird fucked up guilt. But she didn't ever want to actually talk about it. She just wanted to be like, it's all fine, guys. But now we've got to see a bit more of a different side of Emma. Now she's a bit more manipulative, bit more scheming. Has decided, fuck it, I'm gonna be in Lexi's life whether you want me or not. You're fucking bending to my will. And it's been a lot more fun. This is the Emma we probably could have done with back when Lola was dying. And it's about time, because this Emma can be like a main lead on the show. Not the old one though. The old one was fucking garbage. Other than when she intimidated a child. Listen here, you little bastard. It's
like
fucking hell.
Do love Patsy Kennett. Like as much as I did say her face looked like it. Acid was thrown on it. I regret that comment, Patsy Kennett. I think you're a lovely woman. Please don't hurt me. I'm just a fragile boy. I do think Patsy Kennett, like she proved to me that she can do this role. Because before it was like, say the line, Patsy, say the line. Oh, Lola, I'm sorry I left you. And now she, fucking Phil, listen to me. I might have shagged you, but I'm getting what I want, whether you like it or not. As before, again, she was just, oh, hello, guys.
I can't believe I missed so much of your life.
Oh.
But now she's like, she's dropped the like. She was just weirdly quiet, and just didn't give anything away. Now she's like, hello, Phil. Hello, Kat.
And
like
then,
the day after, just fucking, oh.
And if I can add on to this, basically, this leads up to Thursday, where, like, Emma is like, yeah, Phil, if I don't get what I want, I'm going to expose it to Kat. And then Phil's like, you expose it to Kat? Simple. I will tell Lexi. And then Keanu walks in.
Well, he'll tell Lexi how she walked out on Lola when she was about to die.
Yeah, not that he shagged her gran.
Yeah, because honestly, Lexi doesn't really need to know that bit.
I fucking shagged your nan, top shagger. But yeah, then Keanu walks in like a sad puppy. And if you want to know why Keanu's a sad puppy, Lisa basically, she put an injunction. I think it's an injunction. Basically,
fuck your rights.
Yep. You cannot see your child.
Them.
You cannot see your child, and Keanu's pretty upset about this. And she basically, Emma's like, yeah, Keanu, do you know what you can do for me, Keanu? You know what I can do? Come here. And then she's, yeah, Keanu, I do. Yeah. Now you go tell Phil. I think Keanu fucking walked in like that. Hello, Phil. I see you shagged Emma, and if you don't give me what I want, I will fucking batter. No, I won't batter him. I will fucking tell Kath. And I'm like, oh, why is Keanu getting involved?
Yeah, I think generally what I said is like, oh, she sent the fucking Rugrat in.
It's
right, Phil. I'll fucking fight you, mate. And it's like, oh, just put the fucking fist down, you little paper fucking tiger.
Obviously, I can't relate to this, but it's like when you're getting bullied at school, and it's like, I'm going to bring my big brother in, he's going to sort you out. And the brother comes, it's like, guys, can you please stop, guys? Can you? Exactly. My younger brother is actually nice. He'll bake you cookies. And then the bully's like, look at this loser. Look at him. He's just as pathetic as his younger brother. And then they beat both of them up. That's basically Phil and Grant. Like, Emma sent in Keanu, the big brother, and the big brother's like, no.
Yeah. But the war line's been crossed. Honestly, I'll take Phil and Emma over Phil and Sharon, Phil and Kat, or Phil and anyone else. Like, it just feels there's some real like playful energy there, you know? Like, I feel like they'd fucking wreak havoc on anyone. Like, okay, I'm gonna mentally destroy this person. Now you send some fucking heavies to break his kneecap. And it's like, fuck. You know, bring a bit more energy. give Emma a bit of a reason to stay on the show. Now, I'm not saying she just becomes like a Phil Mitchell wife, because, not really, don't really care that much for that one. But I'd totally I'd be down to see Phil and Emma together. It's not happening, because obviously Phil's about to probably not marry Kat, as the secret's probably going to be outed. But just someone else, please. The Phil and Kat story's been fun, but honestly, they barely spent any time actually being happy together in the last year since all the Keeble stuff. And it just feels like Clenshaw wants to right all the wrongs, and Phil and Sharon, Kat and Alfie, and honestly, Emma's probably gonna come and go. The way I'd imagine it, I don't know. I don't really know how it's gonna go personally. What do you reckon?
I just want to say, if I can give my thoughts on Emma, obviously, now it's different in situations, because if you're the one cutting off your mom, it's different. But if your mom is the one who cut you off, then it's basically what I'm saying is, Emma is in the right. She does have a right to see her granddaughter, because basically you can right the wrongs. But I'm not saying go every mother abandon their daughter and then let their daughter have a daughter so you can raise that daughter. But what I am saying is every mother, well, non-abusive mothers and non-corrupting mothers, should be given a second chance. If they abused you or forced you to do things, they don't deserve a second chance. Just my opinion from experience. But if they left you when you were 3, they left you in a shed and just meant first one who picks them up keeps them. And then comes back like 40 years later. You can try and make amends. You'd probably hate her, but everyone, some people deserve a second chance. Not everyone, some people. But yeah, like, I understand people are going, this is the wrong way to go about it, but honestly, it's a soap. How did you expect it to go about it? Like, obviously, something had to happen. Well, what do you think she's going to do? Like, fucking baseball bat bending the nuts? Like, obviously, she was going to do something sadistic. I understand that's sadistic, Jack and Phil, but, I just didn't think we were going to get the little rugrat involved.
Yeah, I didn't realize Keanu was going to get involved. But that's just kind of, I don't know. Emma seems like the person who will just kind of rope everybody along and charm them. Like, suddenly Callum's like, she's alright. Like Lexi's like, I love my nan. Now Keanu's like, oh, sexy Emma. Oh. I just wanted to cause havoc, honestly. That's all I want her to do. It's a perfect person for it.
My thought is, I think we should bring back Kat and Alfie. I do think they're like Romeo and Juliet. They're destined to be together. Like, when we die, there'll be 3 things written in British soaps. Only Fools and Horses stays on the air. Kat and Alfie stay together, and fuck it, you're dead. That's the 3 things. Or Margaret Thatcher is still dead. Will be written on that one. But like, I do not want to see Phil and Sharon again. I want something new.
Yeah.
Because I just don't like the soap trope where it's like, so this couple has been split up for 5 years, time to bring them back together. It's like, you've wrote everything for them. You can't really write it, because you're just going to thread on old writers and what they've basically wrote. Oh, Phil got back with Sharon. What's he done again? He's gone on the booze. Let's go. And then it's like, oh, guys, can we not?
I am genuinely. I'm just quite done with the Phil and Sharon. Like, it's so played out at this point, and they just didn't know how to write them as like a happy like couple. So,
but you know what?
Hmm?
I say, and I know this will upset people because we're gone woke, but we do Phil and Alfie.
Nah, I'm good. They'd fucking destroy each other.
Look, you have to admit, the relationship wouldn't be good for the sex. Jesus.
No, I feel like both Phil and Alfie are remarkably shit at sex.
Yeah, but you have to admit,
they are like a they're like a 2-minute fucking missionary pump, you know, like there's nothing sexy about the sex with them. I don't know if I'm the only one, but you know, you can get the idea. Rafi, fucking dynamite. He'll like start flipping you around, fucking, you know. Like Zach, he knows how to pump. He fucking absolutely lays pipe like there's no tomorrow. But Phil and Alfie are like a fucking. The enjoyment's in the chase, and once you get down to it, it's just really boring. So,
fucking Alfie has to dress up like Grant, and Phil has to dress up like Kath.
Those are my wonderful takes of how good Phil and Alfie are at sex. What do you think in the comment section down below?
But yeah, I do want to see Phil and Alfie together. It would be interesting. Won't happen in a million years because
I mean, they're also just never been interested in men.
Yeah, but again, it's a soap. They can now be interested in men.
Nah, it's just you get older. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see gay Phil. It would be phenomenal. But
I always like to imagine in an alternative universe where gayness was accepted in the 90s. Oh, gay Phil and EastEnders would have been amazing. Fucking shagged men, and you're like, I'm gonna batter you. It would have been great. Like, he goes home, pumps his husband, goes back out, and he's a big, tough man. Like, who wouldn't love that? Like, Stan gay Phil.
Well,
what would you think of gay Phil? What do you think he would have done?
I don't know. It would have been alright. We would have had fun with it. It would have been an absolute icon. But, you know, he's very not gay. So.
I hope Steve
we can't manifest it into reality.
We can if the Ballum fans can exist, if they can make anything happen.
They've been manifesting a healthy relationship for the last 4 years and fucking haven't seen one yet.
But yeah, that's I think that's all we have to say on this discussion.
Yeah, and this will line us up for the main storyline that does result in Denise finding the truth about Ravi. So what has Ravi done? Well, he only went and bloody murdered Ranveer, who was his, like, dad before he was allowed to be Nish's kid. You know, he was trying to set up, like, business deals with Suki, but did try to sexually assault Suki, and that's where she hit him in the head. And then afterwards, Ravi came in. He wasn't fully alive. Ravi's like, Dad, and he's pretty much, I could never love someone like you. And then Ravi hit him on the head and killed him. And then edited the video cam footage to suggest that Suki killed Ranveer, and then obviously Kirat took the hit for Suki, and that's how he was written off the show. And he's got a life sentence, so there's no going back from it. But yeah, so obviously Denise is a bit antsy because Ravi wants to move in with Chelsea. Obviously Denise is a bit protective, especially after all the Grey stuff. So, you know, she starts digging. She notices during like a family meeting, she first learns that Gina sold drugs, or no, Ravi sold drugs to Gina. And then during the main dinner, she notices that Ravi's particularly a little bit weird around his laptop. Like, who the fuck gave you that? And he like pinches it. He hides it in the best hiding place of anything, on the fucking side in the hallway. You fucking idiot. And Denise finds it, has a look, gets Ricky to restore the files, and lo and behold, Denise sees Ravi kill Ranveer. And holy fuck, the truth is out. He did kill Ranveer, and it's been exposed. Obviously, Ravi tries to put the frighteners on her, but ultimately, Chelsea ends up listening to her mum instead of Ravi feeling betrayed, because once again, she's just been lied to time after time, you know. And, well, even Suki's just like, yo, Denise, what the fuck did you actually see? Like, I thought I'd killed the man, but it was Ravi instead.
So, so, so do you know when this comes out? Is that then like Kira will be able to come out of jail, or is he dead?
Nah, I don't think he's ever coming out of jail.
Oh.
It's rumored that him and Ash, the sister, had a massive falling out before they left the show.
What do you mean, like in
Like,
universe
no,
or
like just personal, like a personal.
no? I'm saying in universe or in real life.
No, in real life, that's what I mean.
Oh,
Like,
right.
in real life, had a genuine falling out, and they both very quickly wrapped up the show like a month after. It's also thought that they were probably that at least one of them was gonna die in the explosion. Like Ash was probably gonna die in the explosion at the Argy Bargy, with that right wing storyline that never really got off the ground. And yeah, Kirat, the actor's gone, and he had a life sentence, so I don't think he's ever coming back. Obviously, you could say some nonsense like, oh, he got parole or some shit. I don't think but I highly doubt the actor's coming back anyways. Because he's already like 40, 50, and if he comes back in 20 years, he's got to be like 60, 70, so.
What age is Kira in the show?
I don't know. It's no idea, honestly. But yeah, Nish essentially goes, we need to keep a lid on this. We need to make sure this doesn't get out. Because, if there's one thing Nish wants to keep together, it's his family. And it's Suki right next to him. But, yeah. So Chelsea does believe Denise that Ravi did kill Ranveer. And now, it feels like they've set a timer on Ravi. Because, earlier in the year, Ravi was given a lot more, he was more of an anti-hero than an actual villain, he wasn't all bad, but, over the last couple months, he's been given fuck all screen time, and he's kind of just turned out to be a bit of a sleaze, just a bit dodgy. But they've also revealed this in September, so unless him and Nish proceed to spend the next 3 months terrorizing all of the women, does he go to prison temporarily? Does he get out at Christmas and start trying to fucking murder everyone? I don't understand where we go from here with this story. What do you reckon? How have you found all this stuff this week?
What I want to get across first is, see, it's very hard what they're going with, because obviously Ash and many other people believe that Dean Wicks is the killer. Isn't it Dean Wicks?
Yeah.
Peggy knows the name. Fucking exactly. Congratulations. Congratulations to Peggy, because you remembered. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. But if they're going with the idea that someone on the show is the dead body, the problem is, how can it be two people? It has to be one. Because unless somehow so these two here, so unless somehow so one gets hit and falls where we see it, and then the other one just falls to the side, it can't be Nish and Ravi. Now it can be both. It can be either of them.
I wasn't saying it would be both. It's just more so how do we get to the dead body at Christmas?
See, my take on this is that, because I do think Ravi's only 30, isn't he? He's 30, maybe 35.
Yeah.
He's in his early 30s, basically.
Yeah.
So my theory is that he'll probably get sent down for this, and then how they would bring back Nick Cotton, and he'd be like, "Hello, man, remember me? I'm the ghost from the past," and basically he would terrorize the square, being a ghost of the past, that no one could get rid of until Doc killed him. Yeah. So basically, what I see is that we send Ravi down to jail. We just leave him there in jail in the universe. The actor can do whatever he wants. The actor can go on Hollyoaks. He can go fucking on TV, whip his cock out, do whatever he wants. I would be very happy, and I would be very happy if he did that. Wouldn't he, Ash?
Yes.
Uh, but yeah, but yeah, like I don't think he's the body at Christmas, just simply because there's too much left for him. Like obviously you can have him terrorize the women. Obviously I think what they're going to do is when Suki records the conversation between him and Ravi, between her and Ravi, I feel like he's going to tell her, look, bitch, I don't know why I'm saying bitch, but look, love, do not tell the police. And then she'll obviously tell the police, and then you'll have that scene where he's in handcuffs. So it's Nish on one side, Suki beside him, Finney on the other side, and then Nugget going, "You're a murderer. You're a bloody murderer." And then you have the scene of, "Dad, no, 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 no." And then obviously Ralph's like, "Son, son." And then tears in their eyes, and like he gets pulled into the car. And then the ducked up is him driving off, is the police car driving off, and then in universe he gets arrested. Uh, Unless to do that within a month, uh, because the cafe, because when we recorded that Rocky video yesterday,
Yeah.
or the day before, and the cafe video was the cafe apparently is already set on fire, like
Okay.
in production, if that makes sense. In production, it's already set on fire. So unless two people die, so you have Ravi go to jail within the next month, and then you have Finney and Rocky burn in fire. I would personally, before I get onto this, I would personally love to see Rocky just punching Finney and Finney punching Rocky as they both burn in the fire. Would love to see that. But unless you somehow have, Ravi being taken away in a police car, and that's the duff duff. Then you have Finney being killed, and then Nish going on a rampage like, "You, the square, killed my children," and then like the revelation on Christmas Day is they're sitting down having turkey. You know, all the Panasots are sitting down, and like Eve's invited for some reason, don't know why. And then you have the revelation where Eve's like, "Did pump your wife? Pumped your wife hard?" And then like Nish, "No, no," and then that leads into the wedding, and then Nish obviously is like, fuck all of you," and he assaults one of the women, and
Yeah.
then obviously Denise hits him with the glass bottle, and then Phil, George, and Elaine probably kill him. That's what I personally see. I don't know how they would lump 3 deaths throughout the next 4 months,
Yeah,
but
it's kind of really odd.
or 2 months, 3 months. Sorry.
3 months. Like there's a lot of reasons. Like obviously, people are thinking that Keanu's more likely to die at Christmas, or at least maybe even leave at Christmas, which is how Karen would end up dead, or just like leaving. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really currently believe any of the theories of who dies at Christmas, because it still feels we're in a very early stage of the setting up. Like they're now setting up stuff a little bit more. You know, like everybody's kind of, oh, Ravi's like causing issues again. This will ramp up a bit more. You know, Nish and Suki is like a ticking time bomb. We haven't seen Dean yet at all. So like,
Okay.
there's probably not Theo. Like, it's a ticking time bomb, really.
What I will say is, if it's Dean, do you know like how, again, for a wrestling example, do you know like how in the Royal Rumble where they want a surprise and they don't tell anyone, and
Yeah.
then like the countdown hits and the surprise comes out and you're like, "Holy shit, it's CM Punk." I feel like if Dean Wicks is the killer, there'll be hints. There'll be hints like they do in wrestling. There'll be hints. They'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this you'll love this guy. This guy has a lovely face." And then on Christmas Day, Dean's like, "Hey guys, I'm back again. Don't mind
Like,
me. Big
well, it's just
quirky."
people say it's not been set up, but it has been fairly set up. You know, we saw the picture of him. He still exists. You know, to all the men who've hurt us and all the men who'll continue to disappoint us. You know, as a big like, you know, a lot of the women have been assaulted by men. You have Suki, who was nearly assaulted. You have Stacy, who was raped by Archie. You have Linda, who was raped by Dean. You know, like there's a bit of like more of a correlation type deal, but I don't fucking know. I'm waiting to have a bit more information before we can really just like dig our teeth into it. But there we are. Should we now go on to the final segment of the podcast? That being the final thoughts and the awards. So we usually do 3 awards on this podcast. We do Who Needs Slapping Down.
Blackman.
We do the Underrated Character Award. And we do the Steve Blackman Award, which goes to the most wooden character.
Prop person.
Or the prop, just anything. It's a shit award.
Anything that's wooden.
It's absolutely garbage. But
we're keeping
not
it
allowed
next year,
to get rid of it for some reason.
We're not getting rid of it. We're keeping it.
Let's start with the Steve Blackman Award. And all I have is that fucking brass-looking statue in Chelsea's fucking living room. Just like, whoa, just wings out, fucking flying.
I'm going with that coffee table that Ravi you kicked over. Or did we kick it or flip it over? I'm confused.
Bit of B.
Like obviously you can flip a table over with your hand, but it'd be very hard to kick a table over. Well, when I say table, I'm thinking of a fucking kitchen table.
Yeah, that table was pretty mid.
That table knows all the Bob brother.
It wasn't the largest of tables.
But I'm going with that wooden table. It could be more of a tea like table. What are they called? Desk tables.
I don't know. For the underrated character, I'm gonna give it to Lily, which is not something I expected. I think that the slight bit of maturing, having now pushed a baby out your fanny, I think that she has genuinely went, oh fuck, I actually now need to take care of another life. This is real. I can't escape from this. I am this baby's mum. It's time to grow up a little bit. And I think she's been doing a really good job of showing a very genuine and wanting to do a good job mum, but also she's just not very equipped to do the job. So I think just Lily deserves to get a bit more attention, because the actress has done a phenomenal job so far. Yourself, Piggy.
I do agree with that, but I'm not going with Lily. But I do want to give her flowers. Time to give her flowers. Because everyone knows my catchphrase. Just one more time. Fuck you, Lily Slater.
Exactly.
But my thoughts are she is a brilliant. I think her name's Lily Turner. I believe.
I think it's Lilla.
Lilla Turner. Which I thought she was related to Lacey Turner, which is Stacey Slater. But
some people believe it's true.
Which I'm sad it's not true, because that would be so wholesome.
Well, you don't want it to be seen as a nepotism hire, right?
Oh, true, but again, it's a child. You can't really be fucking hire the child. How dare you? I just want my daughter to get paid, lads.
Yeah.
But my thoughts are Lily is a great. We are hopefully going to see a realistic look at how a teenager would raise a child. Because a teenager is not, let's be honest, when you're 13, you're not going to be I'm going to raise a child.
I mean, I barely had the capacity to have self-awareness till I was 15, 16. I was, sometimes the brain just doesn't kick in,
So hopefully we see her make mistakes, and then because to me Lily can be proven to be one of the best Slaters. I still want I know this is going to be controversial, because I know people are but you want characters to grow up on the square. I just want Lily in about 5 years to get a traumatic exit. She's I'm going to raise this baby by myself, and then fucks off. And just to give her a break for a few years, and then bring the child back.
Let her do all her exams and shit off screen, and
unless they're going to be unless they're going to be so Lila, I know you're doing your exams, so here's our friend Margaret. She's replacing you. Fuck you, bye. Get out the door. Hopefully not. I hope unless she says some of the most controversial shit ever.
Unless she does a fucking Katie Jarvis.
What did she do?
So I'm pretty sure she was involved in like a racist attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. Not a nice person.
Like, so unless she does something like that, which would be a bit extreme, I don't see Lily. Like, I don't see them recasting her because I feel
No.
like she's the perfect.
She is
She
a
is the.
really good fit for it.
She's like the original Michelle Fowler. She cannot be replaced until the show goes. You know what? I know you're an adult now, but we want another adult, and they just like get the fuck out.
Yeah, she was apparently arrested on suspicion of assault and racially aggravated, like public
Who
racially
person play
aggravated
on the
harassment.
show?
The Katie Jarvis, the actress who played Haley Slater.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Katie Jarvis was fucking Haley Slater.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I was
and she
confused.
was bailed until a trial where she admitted racially aggravated harassment and common assault and was sentenced to a 2-year community order.
You know what? I know people might go, "Whoa, you're stepping too far there," but you know what? That is something Haley Slater would do on the show.
yeah, but she's not on the fucking show. She's in real life.
Yeah, but like if this was a storyline, you would believe it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I know it's real life, but like some things characters do off the show. It's like, yeah, these would do it in the show. Like it wasn't the reason like Fat Boy got fired because he was smoking a joint or something. It's like I would believe that on the show, Fat Boy is a weed smoker. But yeah, fuck you, Haley Slater. But yeah, bring back, but keep Lily. Just keep it there. I know. I have my thoughts on Lily Slater. It isn't good. I don't like her and all that. But you know, just keep her on the show. But yeah, my actual underrated is going to Lexi because I'm not saying she's a delusional child, but she is pretty clueless that like her 3 dads, but 2 dads fucking hate Emma, and like Callum is the middle dad, just like
Guys,
my family's fine.
I'm just trying to get through another year of EastEnders, lads. Don't fire me yet, please.
Guys, please. He's one of my favorite characters. He used to be one of my favorite characters, Callum. He still is.
He used to
I
be
can't hate
one of
Tony
my
Clay.
favorite characters. Sorry, Tommy Clay.
Is it? No, I said Tony Clay.
Oh, okay.
I think that's his name. I think that's his
I
name,
believe
isn't
so,
it?
yeah. I thought you said Tommy, and I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Tommy!
Yeah, it's my favourite fucking character, Tommy. Who? Yeah, it's Tommy, like. Yeah, no, fair. If I had to give it to someone else, I'd give it to Emma, because we've figured out the character, lads. We've understood what she's supposed to be here for. She's not supposed to be good. She's a bit of a bitch, and that's fine. Just actually let it be a part of the character.
You guys want an example of how Emma improved? So just take our podcast, for example. We were the absolute shits. We were the drizzling shits. And then Ash went, you know what? We need to change this. And then a light bulb switched and he changed it. And then a light bulb switched for me and I was like, I'll get a cheap laptop. Boom. I also got a microphone. Let's go. And I'm no longer talking like this into my phone. Like, hello. It's basically like that. But yeah, that's an example. I would give it to Emma as well. Like if I had 3 to choose, it would be Lexi, then Lily, then Emma.
I mean, there are actually a fair amount of contenders for most improved this year. But whenever we do get around to doing the half year awards,
The end of the year awards would be half year.
Yeah. But yeah, and finally, who needs slapping down? I think this one is pretty much 2 key options. All right, Ben Mitchell, go on.
Because like I understand he's just been a protective dad, but my problem is, and again I will go back to say it, unless the mother has physically harmed you, abused you, it can be verbal as well, or was just an absolute bitch to you, you should be allowed to go in contact with her again. She should be allowed to come back into your life if she hasn't ruined your life, obviously.
Yeah, Lexi should get the choice to be able to get to know Emma. She's the last thing that represents Lola. Like, you really should be able to, like, yes, she was bad, and yes, it's okay to be upset that, you know, maybe she might hurt her again. But fundamentally, she is her nan, and she's one of the last things left of Lola. So, yeah. Basically, the two options that we could go for are either, and you know, otherwise are either Ravi or Theo. Obviously, Theo for not taking the fucking hint and continuing to stalk Stacy. But it's just gonna be Ravi, who, you know, not really the most villainous in nature. He did have like a big like storyline at the start where he tried to get involved in Suki's shit and made her think that she killed someone, and you know, like tried to ruin Denise's life. And it probably will be Ravi, because the second he got called out, it's just like, wow, she's just really delusional. Imagine thinking that, you fucking idiot. You know. And yeah, I sometimes a villain, not for that much, like, you know, they did for a while make him a bit more sympathetic. But I think they're just kind of, I don't know, it just feels like they're trying to implicate everyone for dying at Christmas. Because, you know, obviously last week, or Ian was a massive fucking bellend. Like, it feels like everyone's going to be a suspect. So we're probably going to see a lot of, like, dodgy behavior from a lot of the cast. Just to keep us all guessing.
What I was going to say, it's like, you know, when you're playing Guess Who, and it's like, it's a male character. Okay, is he white? Yes. And then it's like, oh, I have to fall the black actors down. What country is he from? And then it's like, that's what they're doing. They're playing a game of Guess Who because they want you to guess. And like, honestly, I'm here for it, because the more where they like guess it instead of being like Dean Wicks, you're like, yes, I'd rather guess it than be like, I think it's Phil Mitchell. Why? Because he shagged Emma.
Yeah.
I think it's Keanu. Why? He didn't get his
Martin.
way.
Why? Because he's a big character.
You did it wrong. You did it wrong. You have to do it like the guy did it on the video. I think it's Martin.
Hey, listen, right? We were shit at the start.
yeah, no, but this guy's been doing it for years.
Hey, listen, right? We've been doing this. I've done this for like 5 years, and I'm still garbage. So
I know I am still garbage, but at least put some oomph in your voice.
Listen, right? Hey, go and watch that video.
You watch it.
They did it. I did watch it, but I mean the viewers, go watch the video. I
don't hate the guy, by the way. I'm just saying you should put oomph into his voice.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff he could add that would make it like better.
Because if you're just sitting,
a channel called Jonathan Ross.
No, not the real Jonathan Ross. Don't worry.
They made a theory video where they went through a lot of suspects as to who they think dies at Christmas. Obviously, it pales in comparison to the Talking Walford version, where it's a big, in-depth, thought-through, like fucking, like red tape everywhere, like fucking. So fucking Theo has actually hated everyone. So like that's Stacy, and then through Stacy, it's Denise because Jack's involved. It's like, holy fucking shit, that's yeah, go ahead and watch it. Yeah, that's I don't know. I don't think there's much else to do.
We just do our final thoughts, don't we?
Yeah, we just have to do our final thoughts. Piggy, what did you think of this week of EastEnders?
I'm so happy. Like again, we've been saying it for months. On the writing's on the wall. I don't care if people you can hate watch it. I don't give a flying shit. You can even hate watch us. As long as you're raking in the views for us, that's good enough for me. But I do again.
I like how you're doing the money sign, despite the fact that we're making absolutely zero money from any of
this. Money.
Cheers for the 5p, homie.
but again, you can hate what you again. What was my point? You can hate watch it, but we are going into a golden age. We are about to step into a golden age. And again, Chris Crenshaw could fuck it all up if he wants to. He could literally fuck it up.
Could. Imagine if, like, God, imagine if fucking... Who would be the least, like, interesting person to die at Christmas?
Bobby.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if just...
That needs to be a video.
He's dead. It's Bobby, and it's like, why did he die? Don't know. He slipped and fell
We
on some
need
glass.
we need to make that a video. But like again, I'm not saying the Christmas death highlights how good EastEnders will be, but if you do choose someone like Bobby, you're really going to like be like, right. But in a logical sense, I have about 5 people who would be more willing. I'm not. No offense to Bobby, of course, but like, come
It would
on.
be very underwhelming.
It's like when you get a video. It's like when I got Fight for AEW's Fight Forever. I was like, this is going to be the best wrestling game of all time. Booted up, played about 2 matches, and went, why did I get this on the Switch? Should have got it on the PC.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's like if EastEnders went, yeah, this is going to be the greatest Christmas episode, better than Den and Angie's. It's going to be better than everything. And then it's like, so who died? Phil's cat. Oh, great. Wow. I wasted
Who died?
8 or 9 months.
Dottie Cotton Sound.
I waited 8 or 9 months to see that. Who's dead? Reese. Oh, wow. Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
Obviously, like, I wholly believe in Chris Crenshaw and all the writers and producers. Like, they've been writing a fantastic show for the bulk of the year. Like, it kept on progressing and getting better and better as the year went on. So ultimately, we are in safe hands, and yeah, I have also been saying that we're heading into a golden era of EastEnders. You know, it's not even that like much of a hot take anymore, just because everybody goes, it's just been very good this year. But yeah, this week was pretty good. It was another decent week. I like the fixing of the characters of Lily and Emma. They've made the necessary adjustments to make them a bit more fun. It's nice to see Phil not just be with Kat to no end. It was funny to see him and Emma get together. And I'm just, like I said, I will pretty much follow wherever the fuck the writers will take me, and I'm perfectly happy. But I will be upset if it's just Phil and Sharon and Kat and Alfie, because obviously they'll write him better than they have been done in previous iterations. But like, just give us something like fresh. Give us something new.
But my thoughts on the week, because I just ranted about Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
But my thoughts is, like, it's been a pretty good week. Hopefully the writing's on the wall and Chris Crenshaw is looking at the wall and going, maybe I shouldn't do Phil and Sharon. Maybe it's Phil and Emma. Because I would love it if it's a love-hate, good show, love-hate. I would love if it was a good love-hate relationship where, like Phil's like, I fucking hate you, Emma, and Emma's like, fucking hate you too. And it's like, so like, they're like, I want you to die. Oh, I want you to die as well. Fucking shag me. Like, like that's how I want that relationship to be. Because I want it to be like at the start, like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And then they secretly love each other. Then on Christmas Day, you get this big finding out that, oh shit, they're together. And like, Sharon gets married to the boxer, or whatever his name is. The weird looking geezer.
Steve. I don't know what he's called.
We'll probably find out next week. But yeah, my thoughts on the week, it's been a pretty good week. Hopefully here's some more good weeks, because I'd really want them to ramp up. I don't want it to be like...
I mean, I'd definitely argue that we've had a lot more good weeks than bad weeks.
Yeah. The only bad week I can really think of is the 38th anniversary week.
Yeah, it was really good.
Because it had one good episode. Yeah, because again, I agree. I don't know if Ash agrees, but I still wholeheartedly believe that. Oh, he's looking at the window. I still wholeheartedly believe that the episode should have been flipped, where the big duff of Thursday's 38th anniversary week is the flash forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of Monday, because you're like, oh, I can't wait to. Oh, now I have to see Ravi and Denise. Oh, boys.
Yeah.
Why?
No, I do agree. It feels like at least once a month there's like a week of the year contender, right?
Yeah, this week's definitely up there. Like, but it's just again, hope to the future. Please kill off the right character at Christmas, please.
I believe.
Fucking. And for God's sake, please don't make it Dean Wicks, because I just want to see Ash cry in the corner.
I
Why
see.
wasn't it
It's
Dean?
not my theory. I just adopted it.
I love that. I love to see that with Ash. Oh, so Ash, you adopted child? Yeah, I did. Then he dies. He wasn't my real child. I only adopted
fuck
him.
that kid. Piece of shit. Didn't like him anyways. It's like that dumb joke where like a guy gets rejected. You weren't even that fit anyways.
It's like
it's like oh,
Batman when Robin dies.
Grow up, you.
Ash, you would be a great Batman when a Robin dies. You'd be like, fuck him, he wasn't real. Fuck him. I'm better off fighting alone.
Quite a lot like how Batman usually did with Robin.
Yeah, in the 60s.
But yeah, do we have much else to really go into in the podcast? Anything we want to promote? I'll say once again, the Strictly videos will likely come out. I don't even know how often it's on. I know there's a big one on Saturday. There will be one after the show's recorded. Or after the show airs. I'll be honest, mate, I don't remember. I think there's usually like a I think they all do a bit, and then you have to wait a little bit, and then they decide on who like goes out or who has to dance again, and they have to fucking watch out another thing.
I know.
But we'll see. Keep watching all the videos. We've been releasing a couple more, been playing around a bit more with the format, more of these webcam type videos, and people seem to have been enjoying them. And I suppose if you do want to, if you do want to feature in some of these videos, just comment on the videos, because had some great commenters. Some people absolutely despise us. Well, just me for that Hollyoaks video, which I did clickbait, but I'm also wasn't lying. But maybe at some point we will introduce a like mailbox type segment on the podcast, so we'll go into what the viewers think. But yeah, got a lot more videos loaded up in the can. They'll be coming out very soon. You should see a whole lot more stuff on the channel. A light bulb moment kind of went off the second we got these cameras and went, hold on. Why are we just doing like 2 videos a week? We have so much free time. We could do so much more. And this is maybe a brief glimpse into the future where we're both working on this fairly full time. So you never know. But anyways, anything else to say, Piggy?
Just keep following us. You can shit on me all you like. Prefer piss. If you piss on me, that'd be better. But I don't know how I was going with that. But again, if you want to leave nasty comments about me or just call me a waffler, go ahead. I don't mind. I don't mind what you do, as long as you're at least commenting and interacting with us. It's more than likely I will look at the email that we get. Like, we get an email saying Paul5543 commented, "You have big tits." Like, I'll obviously look at the comment, but Ash replies to them. So yeah.
True.
So yeah, because I do reply to them, but I reply to them on my actual YouTube account, whereas Ash just I'll use the Watching Walford account. I'm like, fine. But yeah, please just comment more. I love to read your comments.
It is great fun to see comments. It's not. I don't know. It feels like we're doing something right, because the channel is suddenly growing much faster than it has so far. So just keep it up. It's been very nice. I can't tell you how nice it is to do a video and I'm like, yeah, that was fucking sick. And then someone goes, great fucking video. Like, I love the video. Here's my thoughts on what you discussed. And I'm like, oh, here we go, boys. We made it. We're going. I'm doing like flips in the background. Like, yeah, fucking did it, boy.
Honestly, again, I tell you what, I'll make this a regular feature. I will read out the best comments people have put on every podcast, and just on the podcast. But if someone comments a funny comment on any of our videos, I will read them out on air. Of course, if you write something like Bin Laden shouldn't have been shot, I'll be like, can't read that. Can't read that, sorry lads. Can't read your political views, but I can read your silly comments. Like
Exactly.
Piggy's hair is so fluffy. Like, I'll read that comment, but again,
that's just wishful thinking, isn't it, mate?
yeah, I know, but
Someone notice, please.
look at it. But like, yeah, it comment something funny like Ash has funny teeth or something. Even though I'd be the one with funny teeth.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, comment and I'll read them out on the. I'll tell you what, I'll read them on the podcast. And then you can all have a lovely circle jerk in the comment section. Be like, he read my comment.
That's me.
Yeah, who am I appealing to? 200 subscribers. Yeah. Well, 100 and something. But yeah, that's it from Ash, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Piggy, tell us where to follow. Tell them where to follow us.
Well, where I live in No. And Ash lives in. No, never mind. Of course, follow us on Twitch, Twitter/X, Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube. We are having loads of fun filming this content. The podcast sometimes are bollocks, but it's personally it's just me trying to watch the episodes that I kind of get upset as my fucking hell. But it's just something I can't get over it, and I'm sorry. But I do love doing these videos. Don't think I don't. Even if I don't talk much, and then times I do talk, I waffle on. So yeah, tell us in the comments who you'd get stoned with to tell me you watched this video.
Do aliens exist?
Do aliens
exist? Is Phil
exist?
and Alfie a good shag? All of these questions and more in the comment section down below, please. And it might feature in the next podcast. But yeah.
And if you say you get stoned with us, I will buy you a flight to visit us, and we'll get stoned together.
You're paying for the weed, though.
Yeah, you're paying for the flight.
And the weed.
Well, you have to pay for both.
Yeah.
Well, they better be living in England.
We're celebrities, mate.
Okay, we'll go half on the weed. How about that?
Alright, deal.
And I'll buy the flight.
I'll be honest, weed's not that expensive.
It's like 40 quid in America, I think, for a bag.
Yeah, but you can get like you can get like 2 grams for like 20 quid. Just get a 20 bag. Piss. That's more than enough weed for one person. Regardless, that's never bought it, of course. Never me. Never bought any in my life.
It's like I think it was either crack or coke. I'll leave you with this story about Ireland. It was. I'll have to get my phone. Hold on. There's a funny Irish story, and I might have told it on the podcast before, but I've definitely told Ash. I just have to find it very quickly, if you don't mind. It's the time Ireland legalised a drug for 24 hours.
Oh, yes, I remember this story. I still fucking... Never bought any weed myself. Definitely not. Never done that in my life. I once knew a dealer called Pablo, and he had this big spiel like, "Hello lads, I'm Pablo. Just remember, I'm not your dealer, I'm your mate." And then it'd be like, "Pablo, do you have any hugs for us?" And he went, "I've got drugs." Sound, cheers, Pablo. Right,
so I'll read the full article out here to send you guys off. Right, so in the same year, equal marriage was legalised, which is man, woman. Through popular vote, 2015 was a very progressive year indeed for Ireland, but this is not always done on purpose. On the 10th of March 2015, the Irish government accidentally legalised a myriad of drugs, including ketamine, ecstasy, crystal meth, and magic mushrooms.
Fucking hell, holy
sparking a desperate scrambling attempt to rectify the mistake through emergency legalisation.
How'd they do that? How'd you legalise crystal meth?
This mistake happened due to a legal loophole in which, found in 1977, misuse of drugs act to be unconstitutional, and therefore all 125 drugs listed as being prohibited in the Act were legalised. Despite the government's best efforts to reverse the accidental decision as quickly as possible, the long list of Class A drugs were legal to buy, possess and consume for 24 hours, resulting in what became known in circles as National Yolks Day, yolk being a full term for ecstasy.
Yeah.
Ireland's rave revealed in the 24-hour free-for-all, and Twitter's user had a field day with the hashtag Yorkgate trending on the media site throughout the day and night. Bizarrely, the accidental legalization did not extend to cannabis, meaning possession of the identified less dangerous drugs was still an arrestable offence.
Yeah,
It was now.
It's genuinely quite impressive.
It's now been seven.
The amount of jawline surgeries that were cancelled that day, because everybody's just fucking mewing off their fucking mind. I don't need your surgery anymore. I'll fucking bit that shit off. I'm the cleanest jawline known to man. Someone absolutely gurning. The amount of tongues that would have been eaten that day.
It's now been 8 years since the government's notorious mistake, and was definitely a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence, and lesson to always read the small print. In 2023, these drugs, Class A and otherwise, are still illegal in Ireland, although some cannabis-based products are allowed when prescribed for medical reasons. So yeah, ketamine and ecstasy was legal for 24 hours.
That's not even the worst thing, because if you want ket, you can get ket, but crystal meth, that's Jesus Christ. Ket, ecstasy, it's just party drugs and it's party pills. That's fine. Fucking meth. Nah. That one's a bit dicey, but there we are. Never bought drugs, of course. Never bought drugs. Couldn't be me. Never bought drugs at all. FBI, stop looking at me. I'll look a bit shady every now and then, but never me. But there we are. That's another episode of watching Walford in the can. We honestly, about half the podcast is us talking about drugs and aliens. Which always has a place. If you liked us, tell us in the comment section down below. You want us to just go on some mad tangents? Like, we're already doing enough like EastEnders and soap-based content that maybe you don't need an in-depth look at everything that happened at the end of the week. I suppose one thing I haven't actually told Pig about yet, but I'm considering doing some previews ahead of some of the larger weeks to kind of, if you are a casual viewer, here's the main storylines that are happening, here's the payoff, here's what's going to happen, and then it can be a casual viewing guide to, the Bridge Street Cafe fire, or Hollyoaks at the end of the month. There's a big hour-long stunt week where a character's going to get killed off in a massive whodunit, a big little preview. Maybe we do some of those sometime. But there we are. Before we waffle on any longer, as this podcast is already longer than it has any right to be, thank you for watching. I've been Ash from Watching Walford, and I've been joined by Piggy. And make sure to follow us on all the socials, subscribe to us on YouTube, comment, and maybe the comment will be featured in a video down below. And simply saying, do you think aliens are real? Do you think Alfie and Phil are a good shag? And would you get stoned with an alien version of Dave that is known as JFK? See you in the next one. Bye-bye.